Cuba, it's me. Welcome to episode 301 of the W.I.L.L.I.W show, which stands for Wrestling is Life. Life is Wrestling. Now, if you caught my special 300th episode yesterday, I said coming up on the show, I was going to go through every promotion in Ontario and British Columbia, starting with Ontario, and just give them a spotlight. I'm going to call it the promotion spotlight. Just tell you what I could find out about them, and then hopefully my viewers will come through and give me some interesting information and fill me in, and I'd like to get educated on all the promotions. The ones I know, I want to know more, and the ones I don't know, I want to know everything. So I thought, what's the fairest way to do it? So I'll do it in alphabetical order. So I try to get, there's a couple different places that have lists, and it's hard to tell with the internet. So I just go to the promotion, and then if I see that they're still running shows and they're active, then they made the list. So the first one that I found was Acclaim Pro Wrestling. This company was started in 2010. It says a couple different sites said it was Chaz Lovely and Brent Doherty, and they're based in Ottawa. And all their shows have been in Ottawa. And so they've been going, this will be their 8th year. And basically, just to let you know, the sources I use for my information, they do have a Twitter page. They do have a Facebook page, and I also use Cage Match as like a wrestling site where they compile a bunch of results and stuff like that. So if anything's wrong, that's kind of what I've been going by. I also use, there's like this one Wikipedia thing which has lists of promotion in each province. So they are still currently running, for sure. Coming up here on January 27th, 2018, they will hold their 7th annual Resolution show, which is like New Year's resolution, I get it, that's awesome. And so that'll be the next show, their first show of the 2018, and it'll take place in Ottawa, as they always do, at the Dom Polsky Arena. Now, they've had 2 or 3 other venues in the past, but from what I was able to gather, at least the last year, maybe the last 2 years, they've been doing them primarily in this Dom Polsky Arena. So check that out. It's going to be great. They're going to have a 25-man Acclaim Rumble, and whoever wins is going to get a title shot at their world champion, or their heavyweight champion, I apologize. The last show that they held was the Big Magic Christmas, and that was December 9th, 2017. And this was a legit sellout, like weeks before the show even happened. As a matter of fact, a lot of their shows, from what I've been able to tell, have been sellouts, especially in the last year or two. They started off and they had a good thing going, and it's really grown, and they may have to look into getting a bigger venue soon because, like I said, they've been selling out nonstop. So there's been a lot of people on the roster. Like I said, they started in 2010, and over the years they've had different guys come in and out. They've had a few mainstays and regulars that have been there. But I'm not going to go through the entire roster, because if you're looking at a history of a company, you can't just say the current stars, because the company wouldn't be anywhere without the stars that helped when they first started opening and whatnot. But I will tell you this, the champions. They have 4 champions in Acclaim Pro. They have their heavyweight champion, who is Big Magic. He's a 2-time heavyweight champion and also the current champion. He lost it to Freddie Mercurio, and then he won it back a show or 2 later. And he's doing big things. He's branching out to doing other promotions, and he's getting the props that he well deserves. Comes out with Big Magic Security. He's aligned with Casey Spinelli, who kind of goes into this, is the women's champion of Acclaim Professional Wrestling. They also have an interprovincial champion, who is Dino Benjamin. And they also have tag team champions, the NBA team, Natural Born All-Stars. I believe that one of the other sites I read, it was Natural Born Assholes. Maybe they changed it to be more family friendly. Maybe some people called them that, or maybe some of their opponents called them that. But on the most recent posters and whatnot and advertisements, they're Natural Born All-Stars. And that consists of Michael Von Payton and Prince Ali, who I'm familiar with. I've wrestled both of them. I wrestled MVP back in the day in like 2006, and Raheem Ali in 2006-2007. Me and Warhead and Mr. Floppy took on Raheem Ali, Jesse Jones, and Lax Siddhartha, and I wrestled MVP in a singles match. So I'm familiar with them. I'm also very familiar with Casey Spinelli. I've worked on a couple shows with her. So that's what I was able to tell, like what's current for them. But since they've been around since 2010, I kind of went through the years and compiled a list of the shows. In 2010, they had 3 shows. In 2011, they had 4 shows. In 2012, they had 5 shows. In 2013, they had 6 shows. In 2014, they had 7 shows. 2015, they had 6 shows. 2016, they had 8 shows. And last year, 2017, they had 9 shows. So as you can tell, each year they're growing and adding more shows. Pretty soon it sounds like they're going to be almost monthly, which they pretty much are now. It's basically every like 6 weeks they'll run a show. And I mean, anybody I've talked to has said good things about them. I think there's 2, maybe 3 companies in total in Ottawa, but they seem like everybody gets along. I know they did that one show in Ottawa where the companies kind of joined together and put on a show because there was a cancellation. So it seems like there's not any feuds going on in the city, and everybody's kind of getting along and doing their own thing. And I always like to hear from you guys, because this is all I was really able to find out, is that stuff. I mean, I could have gone into more details about some of the best matches, and I didn't see like a year-end awards thing or whatnot, but let's hear from the viewers. Have you ever gone and watched an Acclaim Pro Wrestling show in Ottawa? Have you watched any of their shows like online, somewhere or anything like that? If you are a manager, a referee, or a wrestler, have you ever worked for the company? And what did you think? And just tell me what you think if you're a fan as well. Did you like about the show? What did you not like? Who's your favorite stars that wrestle for them and everything else? Because as always on the W.I.L.L.I.W show, I really like to hear from the viewers. And remember, like or you get a leg drop, comment or you get a clothesline, subscribe or you get a suplex. I'm your host, Elian Habanero. I love wrestling. Cuba!